Really? See that? Of course. Oh, get your little eyeball out of the flash. My goodness. That's not good. Fine. Careful getting your eyes in that flash. I don't want it to hurt your eyeball. Yeah. What are you doing? You like it? What do you like about that pole right now? That's so cute. Thanks for the cleanup. Didn't even know I needed it. Hi, Loon. Hi, Hannah. Bob's Hi, Ryder. Did you guys see Zena's close-up appearance tonight? She was loving that camera. Ryder, that's so funny. Your comment just popped up right now about can you live. I don't know when you wrote it, but how ironic then that we hopped on live. She was all up in the spotlight, literally. I feel bad too about having the flashlight on. But I mean, she doesn't seem to mind. You saw her put her eyeball right up to it. You guys get to count her little hairs on her ears tonight. Cece. Hi, Shay. Yeah, that's Zena. She's giving me a little close-up tonight. Can smacks dog, ha ha ha. Cat smacks dog, oh yeah. Did you like that one? I told you, Hannah, I was going to do a little series of that boom bop song. Did she take Luna's bone? I didn't even realize that. Nice catch, Hannah. She probably did. Oh, thanks, Shay. You too. I hope you also have a wonderful day or night. That's a nice thing to say. Whoa, Luna, your eyes look cray-cray like that. There you go. Hi, Arnie. What's up, kitty man cub? Kitty mango, kitty mango. Hi. Come on, Beebs. Get in here. Come on, honey. Get up here. Get up. Hi, Beebs. We got both the Black Panthers in here tonight. Get up, Popeyes. Zizi. Oh, here we go. Why am I not surprised? All right, everyone's putting on a show for you now. Oh, does she smell bad or something? What was that little... Did you guys see a little sniff and then turn away? What are you doing, Luna? Too tired for all this. These kids. What are these kids doing? What the heck? The heck and heck are they doing? Hi. There's something else. Hi, Biba. 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 Hi, honey. Hi, Onyx. Hi, buddy. How's everyone's night going? Hannah, are you surviving the cold? I bet your pups are loving it. Nope. Yeah, can't complain. We're having a good night, pretty uneventful. I've been taking a couple naps this weekend. It was kind of nice to catch up on some rest. So the bad part about naps, though, is now I'm not as tired as I should be for bedtime. But that's okay. All the pets woke up too, so we thought we'd hop on here and we'd share their little play session shenanigans. Oh yeah, gosh, I meant to ask you about that. Are you still feeling crummy? That's too bad. Well, hopefully you wake up feeling better tomorrow. It's super cold, yeah. Like in the negatives, right? Us too. Hannah, do you remember how we were just talking about I'm under 3 blankets? Oh my gosh, yeah. Thankfully, this room stays pretty warm. It must be like a straight shot from the furnace or something. But this room stays warm. My living room gets cold. I have an older home and the windows are drafty. So, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. And we just always hang out in here and keep the puppy confined. And plus, the vibes are just fun. Okay, but like, remember that conversation we had? I don't even know if I want to share a story with you because I'm sure you're going to feel the same way I did. I can't stop thinking about it. But basically, I encountered someone who doesn't have the same, beliefs about how how we take care of our dogs and what their place is in the family or the home, and it was just really discerning. I'd gone out on a little date with this guy, and there were maybe a couple other little red flags, but then when I learned that basically he just keeps his dog alone all day in the garage and doesn't care to bond with it and doesn't interact with it, and I was just like, okay, check please. No, no, no. And then we had that argument about like, because he's from down south, and so he's like, you Iowa people, you think that these Midwest people, you think, these dogs are your family and they belong on the bed, and that's just not how it is, and it's a cultural thing, and da da da. And I'm like, okay, but at what point do you like upgrade your belief system? Like, we're not all operating on like iOS 4, right? Like, we continually upgrade with our system. iPhones upgrade every year plus. Like maybe our mindsets and belief systems could possibly upgrade as well. And I'm not trying to be like a Karen imposing my belief systems about things, but I feel like, it's kind of who I am, an advocate for the ones who can't speak, like kids and animals. And I will be a Karen all day long. And I will be judgmental on it because I was like, why do you even have a dog? Oh, yeah, so I'm catching up. Why does he even have it then? Oh, you're going to love this. His coworker breeds dogs, irresponsibly, backyard breeds, or had an unexpected litter of puppies and gave it to him as a gift. I'm like, your coworker sucks for like, you don't give living creatures away as gifts to people who don't want them. Oh, look at my soapbox about it. But I was, excuse me. I was like, my stomach was in knots about it. I just felt so bad for that dog to the point I'm like, I mean, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to make you feel bad too, but because I feel like you're probably like me and will just ruminate about it. I'm like, do I continue speaking to this person so that I can maybe get to the dog, make sure it's safe? You know, he saw me in the video. He's like, so then I think he felt bad after the, yeah, I know. Why does he have it, right? He thinks that he should just keep it because it was a gift from his coworker. And I'm like, but what is that? I'm like, if you're okay with that dog's quality of life, then go for it. Like, you're doing okay. But if you would not want that dog's life, then you need to do something to make things different or better. So anyways, he did like send me a video when he got home, and I mean, it's in a garage. It lives in a garage. Had a couple of mats on the floor. I did see a couple of bones there. It would obviously be better in a home with humans that loved it and wanted it to be part of the family. And, you know, if he can't find that for the dog, then it's just going to go to a shelter and be in a cage. And honestly, the shelters in our area right now are turning away dogs. They're not accepting any dogs because the shelters are overrun. So I'm like, so then I had to kind of, you know, ask myself, you know, pick your battles. He showed me he does feed it raw. I'm like, all right, how often are you feeding it? Like, do you feed it like once? Is it like starving until it gets its one raw food meal a day? And he says he feeds it twice a day. So then I'm like, you know, okay, but still, I couldn't get. The dog just lives in the garage by itself all day long, all day, every day. So I don't know. It was just funny, and we had the argument about like it's you know, you folks up north, you do it different. We don't do it like that down there. The physical needs are getting met enough. Yes. I stopped communication with him, honestly. I couldn't. It just made me too sad. And then the more that he talked, I had to set a boundary. But I did drop some seeds. Maybe I had him explore different ways of thinking. He did acknowledge some different things and said, you know, I feel you. And maybe I dropped some seeds and maybe things. I shared a couple cute YouTube videos. Yeah, I just felt so bad for it. I pray too, but the more I learned about him, I'm not really sure. I hope so. I keep on praying. I've been praying for the dog and praying that all the animals here on earth are safe and healthy and loved, and that people's minds are open to loving and doing what's best for animals. And now I feel ridiculous, but it was just so interesting that we just had that conversation. And I probably am toying with the idea of like, you know, like, are you kind of being a Karen and imposing your beliefs too much? And like, should you back off? And maybe both. You know, maybe I learned acceptance and tolerance, but also like, I don't know. I try to like be the voice for the ones who can't speak. So, all right, I gotta catch up. Why does he have it? I know. Get a new one, so not slay. I mean, okay. It's fine. Physical injury, man. Everyone, I don't know how long could influence on him. Yeah, I believe the animals are here as teachers, so I pray the dog will his heart. Or at least he is feeding it and stuff, but it just sucks for the dog. I know, he is feeding it. It does have shelter. It's not sitting in a cage. I think what hurt, like, not what hurt, but like what bothered me too is just the way that he talked about it when I asked him, so do you have any pets? Oh yeah, this dog, I hate that dog. So I know that it's not getting much love or nurturing, but physical needs are being met. Yeah. So, I mean, probably lessons for both. I'm reflecting on, you know, my thoughts and beliefs and how I express them and when to express them, and hopefully he's reflecting too. All right, thanks for saying that, because I do kind of feel like a Karen a little bit, but again, for the animals, I've always said this, for the animals, I'll be a Karen. I'll always be a Karen for the animals. Ryder, I'm glad you're back. I hope you start feeling better too. Right, Luna? Oh, and so he was going off about dogs shouldn't be in the bed and people that have dogs in the bed. I was like, oh gosh, you would die if you learned about my YouTube channel. Basically consists of pets on the bed. What kind of dog do you have, Ryder? Bing, bam, 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 bow. I can't think of how the lyrics go. Hi, babes. Oh, good grief. Hi, Annie. Oh, yeah, you have a little wiener dog. All we have is our morals and beliefs. We should stick by them. Obviously, be open to new beliefs. But when it comes to things we know deep down, we will not budge on them. Yes, we have to stick up for those beliefs. I love that. And I feel like I'm a pretty open-minded person. I feel like I'm fairly culturally competent, right? Social worker. I don't really get my panties in a bunch about a lot of things. You know, and I'll be open to discussion, even different political beliefs. You know, tell me what you believe and why, you know, help me understand maybe, and I'm open to, you know, thinking about things differently. And so, no, maybe how I could have communicated it could have been more effective, but who knows. But yeah, long story short, I don't really get out worked about much besides animal stuff and maybe about the environment. Over pollution, like over consumerism, kind of drives me nuts. Yeah, so let's go to dogs. All right, that makes me feel better. Whoa, I did kind of let him have it towards the end. No holds barred. No, yeah, no holds barred. Wiener dog, that's so cute. They are adorable. Yeah, wiener dogs really are adorable. What's her name? Oh yeah, Dottie, right? Is her name Dottie Ryder? I think that's the cutest little name for a dachshund. Dottie the Doxy. Or Dottie. What's the difference between a dachshund and a dachshund? Anyone know? Same thing, different names. Oh, Sadie. Gosh, who had Dottie, I wonder? Somebody had Dottie. I'm getting Ani started on some new food. It has more salmon in it. And I'm hoping that might help with any dry skin stuff that might be contributing to his over-grooming. I don't know if the over-grooming is allergies or dry skin or if it's anxiety. I can't help but wonder if it's anxiety or something though. It started after I went back to work after COVID. Because I got him during COVID. And so I was home with them for like, I got him like right at the beginning of COVID. April 2020. So then I was like home with him for like what, like a year and a half? And then when I went back to work, I noticed he started doing it. I love how wild Xena is. And then her hair Makes her look even more wild. I know. I love her crazy hair. I've had a couple people be like, are you going to get her groomed? And I'm like, I kind of love her just the way she is. Like, I don't know. As long as I make sure she's not matting anywhere, like, do I have to groom her? Is grooming just for aesthetics, or is it, like, necessary for any other reason? Oh, that was cute, Beebs. You see, remember I was telling you I have so much footage of that would fit with that song, Hannah? See that? Bing, dong, bing, dong, bing, bang, oh. I know, and it's her natural look. And I'm all about El Natural. That was a nice jump, Beebs. We haven't talked about her in a while. Oh yeah, Sadie. Yeah, we haven't talked about how's Sadie doing? How old is she? Does she like other dogs? Oh yeah, happy late New Year's. Happy 2025. We had a guy in here last night that was, yeah, that's Ani right there. Yeah, that's Onyx, and he's the one that has the over grooming issue. And that's Biba. Biba, Las Vegas. Right, Biba, Las Vegas. Is that you? I know. Ani is bigger. He's bigger and fatter, and he has a more round face. And then he has some of the, over grooming issues on his paws and his back end. She's smaller, and she has more of a pointy face, I feel like. But no, it is hard. It would be hard to tell on camera. And she has a little white belly, too. Biba usually plays with Xena mostly on the floor, and Ani will play with her up on the bed. And Biba loves the balls. I'm not sure. You gonna get a tennis ball, honey? Yeah, there might be a little bit. She got the little white underbelly. There might be some on her arm. You may be thinking about Ani, and it's not white. That's his skin where he like over plucks. Little stinker. You know, Luna. You're so lazy. It's so funny to me when she lays like this with her legs so straight. Luna. You're so funny. You're so goofy. You're just a little lazy girl. Oh, Onyx was just on the bed with her. Yep, like at the stairs, fighting with her. Yep, that was Ani. And that white that you saw, that's where he pulls out his hair. He like over plucks, over grooms. So that should be black there. So that's why I got that new food. And, where'd you go? Cece, where'd you go? What are you doing? I know, it makes me sad 'cause he's such a handsome boy. But my friend owns a pet store, so I'm like, what do I do for that? And she's like, some cats are just like, they're just weird. They're just kind of, what's the word? Anyways, it made me feel better. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? She's like, oh, cats do that. And I had a friend, her cat did that too. And, we try to keep the good vibes. And I'm home when I'm not working. I'm basically here. And he's got 3 other animals to keep him company. And I don't work a lot of hours away from home. I'm fortunate I'm able to do some stuff at home too. So hopefully it helps. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, your trip was great, Ryder? That's awesome. The one in Utah? Sorry, I'm glad that you said it again. I forgot. 5 and good. Excuse me. cute. So Sadie's 5 years old. And she's doing good. And your trip went well. All right, Biba, come up here. I can hear you messing with something. Oh, good grief. What's she doing? She found a piece of tissue paper or something? Biba, come up here, honey. Maybe, Hannah. I'm hoping this helps. That's why I switched food. I got I am doing from salmon now. I was doing Nutrisource. So no, I'm just like, either he has dry itchy skin or allergies and he needs new food, or just the extra salmon will help him be less itchy. Yeah, so no, I think you're right, and I'm hoping that helps. What do you feed your dogs? I hope it is food allergies. I'm hoping it is. I hope you're right. Which makes me really frustrated because why didn't the vet? I've brought him in a couple times about this, and they've only mentioned doing medications, and they said they thought it was more probably anxiety related than food allergy stuff, but I'm not convinced. I know. What's Biba doing? Good, Ryder. That's awesome. Biba! Biba, Biba, Biba! She's doing something under that bed. I'm not gonna lie, that's the one thing that drives me nuts about cats, is they get into little places that you can't. And they don't just come like a dog does, so she's just under there being naughty. We had a guy in here last night that was making pecan pie. He was hoping that it turned out okay. I wondered if he's ever gonna pop back in and tell us how his pie turned out. I try so hard to make their food, then add vitamin bone topper. Also, they're getting nutrients, so my 2 huskies eat that. But when I fed my little one only homemade, he lost so much weight I freaked. Oh, wow. Okay. Put him back on kibble and homemade. What do you think I should add to Onyx's food? So he's got that salmon from now. He doesn't really like coconut oil. Biba will eat coconut oil, but he's not really a fan of it. I wonder what I should put on top of his food, or what I should add. I know you don't have cats, so maybe I should just Google. But I know you hang out with cats for Nelson, so you may know a little bit about cats. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it's just like, it's gotten worse recently, so I'm glad that I trusted. Yeah, something yesterday when I had to get new food, I'm like, I'm gonna try switching. I think I tried switching the food once before and it did not change anything. So I think that's why I was thinking it wasn't skin allergy stuff or allergy stuff. But I'm gonna try it again. I feel hopeful with this from change. Yes, I believe you're right. I need to figure, yeah. We have a new vet at our vet clinic. I really like him. He's a young guy, so I feel like he's definitely into that more holistic stuff. Because when I brought Ani in for, he had that, I think that urinary tract situation, I asked about it. I was like, yeah, the other vet just told me that it's like probably anxiety and just like there's, nothing you can do about it. Just let it be. It's not bothering him. And like, clearly it's borrowing him. He's like, yeah, I know. There's some things that we could figure out for that. A lot of work to do homemade, yeah. I wonder what the price point difference is. I mean, like, what's difference between kibble price and then grabbing some cut some meat or whatever from the butcher. Or I would love to start giving them. I'll look into that. I used to be really good with supplementing Luna's kibble with. I'd add in like pumpkin or green beans or carrots or coconut oil, or I had this like freeze-dried liver powder stuff, or I'd add in other like whole ingredient, like, I think beef liver or chicken hearts or something. Oh yeah, chicken hearts. I haven't done that in a while. I need to add that stuff in again. Life just gets busy. I need to find something to do, Ryder. I don't know what time it is there. Let's see. You could journal, create art, go for a walk, play with your dog. Organic meat. Oh yes, you're doing so. Do you give your dogs the good water? I just got a reverse osmosis little countertop system. 9:45 p.m. Okay. Well, it's time to start probably winding down. So something relaxing. I don't know. Do you like to do any self-care, like stretch or yoga, or I don't know, watch a funny movie, draw, read a book? Literally, Hannah, that's the problem. It's like, yeah, I have big ideas and good intentions, and then it needs to be perfect. And not even a perfectionist, really. I'm not like this super, like, type A personality, but with some things I am. It's like all or nothing. That's probably more of the ADHD part of me. It's like if I can't do it completely right, I'm just not going to do it at all. So I completely feel that. But you're doing amazing. I don't know if anyone's told you that, but you're an amazing dog owner. Your dogs are lucky to have you and all the food that you prepare for them, and I think that whatever you're doing, you can feel proud of, and just know that they're well fed and lucky to have you. That leg, Luna, I can't get over that leg. It reminds me of the leg lamp from A Christmas Story. Hi, Onyx. All right, so there's Ani, and he plucks his tail a little bit, so he has the weirder tail. Hi, your big round face. So that's Onyx right there, and he usually comes over and says hi to the camera. I might live him in the morning, Ryder. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how the day goes. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, you go to bed. Go read a book or do something relaxing. And we'll see you when we see you. We'll see you next time. You know where to find us. All right, sweet dreams, and have a great day tomorrow, okay? I hope you feel better. Oh, probably no school for you tomorrow, huh? Yep, goodbye. You were kind, you were smart, you were important. Sweet dreams. Yep, MLK Day. Rest in peace, Dr. Martin Luther King. No, you don't need to play with that. Alright, we might get off. Yeah, I know, I did too. I'm still working, but I've heard other people talking about it being a holiday. Do you gotta work tomorrow, Hannah, or do you work? I think we're gonna log off here pretty soon too. It's gonna be cold. Good thing the kids don't have school tomorrow. hungry. I'm hungry. What are we gonna do for dinner? I'm a little late with dinner tonight. My day's been all pushed back. I love it. Good for you. Gosh. I sometimes feel ridiculous when I talk about, I don't know, just the amount of work these pets take, but they really do take a lot of work. You know, if you're walking them and feeding them right and playing with them and cleaning up after them, and gosh, especially with huskies and your other mixed breed, I bet you're always probably cleaning up dog hair. I'm always cleaning up cat hair. The dogs don't shed too bad, but these cats, man, it's just never ending. I need to get my Roomba set up. I don't know how much that would actually do, but do you have a Roomba or anything going at your house? And if so, how do the dogs feel about that? They'd be like Ani. 25, oh my God. Yeah. That's awesome. My mom got me a dish towel that said cat hair is my glitter or something like that because I love glitter. So yeah, I feel that. I live in here. She's pretty good. She shed. I don't really notice her hairs. I do notice the difference between when I just had Luna and how much I would have to vacuum and sweep and clean versus having all the pets. Cece, come here, babe. Come here. You're the whole show. The kitties both went out there, so she's kind of bored. Here we go, Luna. Say hi to Hannah. Say hi. Oh, that was a big yawn. So what was a little tiny yawn? Thank you. I love you too. It's so very nice of you. You're a nice girl. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you, honey. She loves licking me. She is so sweet. She's always been a big kisser. I'm not sure if I told you, but I almost feel like she has therapeutic powers. Because it seems like whenever I'm having any aches or pains in my body, she just knows to go for that area and start licking. So there have been times where my knees have been aching, and she'll start licking my knees. Or if I'm having inflammation or swelling around ankles, she'll start licking the ankles. Or if there's one time my shoulder, my upper back was killing me, and she started licking at that. And I'll tell you, that relieved the pain. Something about, I think, probably the warmth of her tongue and how it was the licking motion was massaging it. But every time it works. You have therapeutic magical powers, Luna. Wonderful. I don't know, I don't have any pain or anything in my hand right now, but she's probably tasting, let's see, what did we eat? Oh, I had a big salad. It was really, really full, and I was mixing it up. We had little bits and pieces of lettuce that were coming up and getting on my hands, so you're probably tasting dressing. You're probably tasting dressing. Thank you for that. Sweet girl. Is your leg okay? Yeah, they are so intuitive. Zena's never done that, but she will, she does notice if I'm sad. And she'll come up and be really sweet and get right in my face and give me kisses in kind of a different kind of way. I know, dogs are the best, aren't they? Husky glitter. I got a video of my dog who passed away. She sneezed from her own hair. Oh, sweet girl. That's so funny. Hi, Biba. So that's Biba. She has a fuller tail. She's a little more slender. This is how her and Zizi play. And she's just all black. I mean, they're both all black, but you know, with Ani, you see more of the white spots from his skin where he plucks. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if you do start to notice the differences. However, I would not blame you, or if you didn't. Sometimes sometimes I'll see a black cat. I'm like, who is that? Who are you? It's like dark out, so I can't quite tell. You'll have to get close to see who it is, or I can feel the difference too, because Biba's really soft. When they jump up from Xena, they're like, haha, like totally. Haha, can't get me. That top book down there was a book, my uncle was a pharmacist, and he was getting rid of a bunch of stuff from his pharmacy practice, and that's an old book with like all of the old medications from like, I don't know, early 1900s. Careful, Beebs. I don't know how safe that is to have them that close to the laser, but oh well. All right, anything fun coming up that you're looking forward to or anything? Any fun plans or? Any Valentine's Day plans or anything? I'm like, what can I throw in the air fryer? What do I have to throw? I think I have some pizza rolls in there, but they're not good. Pizza rolls don't hit like they used to. It's like too much of the breading outer part, not much of the good stuff inside. Oh, okay, calm down, Zizi. I think she's kind of getting annoyed by you. Ooh, Biba, feisty girl. Yeah, Biba tends to always just kind of plop down too around Zizi. She either smacks her, swats her, or she's the plopper. Ani is usually the one that will wrestle with her up on the bed. Gonna make some V-Day cookies for the dogs. Oh, cute. Yeah, make sure you remind me or tell me when you do it. I'll keep an eye out on your page too. Finally, your stuff started popping up. I need to make sure your notifications are on. That's what I need to do. I started to get pop-ups of your stuff, but then I don't always, so I need to make sure I have that set. Your hubby loved pizza rolls, but he got heartburn. He gets heartburn from them now. I don't eat them very often, but I did buy some, I don't know, several months ago just to have in the freezer because I got this air fryer. And, you know, they're nice in a crunch. But I find what I do is I like basically rip them in half, and then part of the outer coating bready shelly part kind of rips off, and I basically discard that and just eat the good stuff with the other part of the shell. Yeah, I love mine too. I got one that's like all stainless steel because I noticed I had a cheaper one at first, and it just smelled like plastic whenever I made stuff. But this one, I love it. It doesn't seem to smell like that, and I think it's a safer version. I do get a little paranoid about them. I saw this video of a kid who helped like save their house from a fire because the air fryer just like randomly caught on fire. And this little like 3-4-year-old kid like knew to go get his dad, and the dad put it out. So I make sure whenever I'm not using it to just unplug it because it makes me nervous. And ouch, I burnt myself on those a couple of times. You don't realize that that little tray is hot. So a couple of times I've gone to reach and get my food out and burnt my arm like a twat. So now I have little grabbers. I love a good set of little grabbers. I actually have 2. I think my mom gave them to me 2 years in a row. Isn't it funny when people forget that they already give you stuff for gifts? Yeah, me too. I always unplug. I'm the same way, Hannah. I always make sure the toaster's unplugged, the little kettle's unplugged, air fryer's unplugged. Yes, totally. How do you feel about leaving a crock pot on while you're not home? I know it's supposed to be safe, but I just get so nervous doing it. Zizi, get out of there. Come on. Zizi, come on. Thank you. Get up here. Come on. Good girl. Yeah. Thankfully, the days of like straightening or curling my hair are gone, so I don't have to worry about unplugging any of that crap. I just don't do my hair that much. I found more like heatless ways to get a curl. I don't even care about straightening. But yeah, that would be another thing that I have to double check. What else? I guess we need to buy a camera to watch the dogs because I would not want to leave them. Yeah, I know. Isn't it funny how like we get animals to maybe help with our anxiety, but then they actually contribute to them, because now I get anxiety leaving the house because I'm like, are they going to be okay? And I'm anxious for how long I've been gone, and you know, like it's just like, okay, you were supposed to help me with my anxiety, and now you are a contributor. I had no fault of your own, but had I known it would have been that way, I mean, I still wouldn't have done anything different. I'd still have all these pets, so. I think about that too, Hannah. I know. But then I don't think about it because I also believe in the law of attraction, and what we think about, we bring about. So then I always make sure I correct myself, and then I think about safety and all of the good safety and comfort and peace and all of those good things. I know, yeah. I do need to get my camera set up again. I had some rings set up. I don't know why those aren't set up anymore. I need to yeah, okay. I need to keep a little notepad by me so I can write these things down. Oh, I love that. Pray and put a bubble around them. That's adorable. That's adorable. Yeah, yeah, literally. Has that been helpful for your anxiety? Because I know it has for me. Like, I'm like, yeah, literally, I'm like, you have to just stop thinking about it because otherwise you're going to bring it in. Yeah, you're calling it in. So it has been one thing that's like made me like check myself. I'm like, all right, stop. Think about something else. Bring in the positive. Here's some dog ASMR. When she drinks sometimes, you can hear her belly growl. Did you hear that? Oh my gosh. That was a big tummy growl. Hi. Your little legs. Yeah, totally. That would be nice to have a supportive partner like that. It's amazing. I'm glad that you have that. He sounds like a really good guy. Thank you. I found that on sale at PetSmart. I went in to get something else, and that was in their little sale bin for like $4. I'm like, oh yeah, bougie it up. Bedroom water bowl. I actually didn't even have their. I just brought all their food and water bowls in here. They had that gold water bowl always, but then we started feeding in here because the dogs want to eat before I go to work, and I keep them in here. So then I'm like, well, if they want to eat, I want them to have the food. So then we moved food into here. Like that southern guy would probably just lose his stuff if he heard me talking about that. But yeah, you just gotta breathe it in and out with that anxiety, huh? And then think about the positive, and then gratitude too. Gratitude's a big one, and absolutely getting outside for deep breaths and air. Hi, Looney, my little soft seal. You look like a seal tonight. You big rhino. You're a rhino, horse, seal, cow, pig, dog. Oh, sorry. Sorry to bug you in my own bed. Oh, yeah. Literally. I doubt it. I don't think that. I don't think he'd be one to stop. He's not an animal lover, so. No, but I have learned to stop sharing that with people. You know, I used to bring that up in like conversation, you know, on like first dates and stuff. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want these people like creeping on. Isn't it so weird that I'm okay with strangers watching my whole life, but I don't want a guy that I'm like newly dating to like be able to sit here on live and watch me and stuff. So I don't tell anybody. No, we don't. We keep it private. We just display our lives to all the strangers out there on YouTube, but not to people we kind of are meeting in real life. You are so funny. You are so funny. I know. That's why I started. This is like probably so passive aggressive, but I started sharing like YouTubes of like strong Southern men who love their pit bulls to like be like, all right, like what are you talking about? And he literally wrote back like, you don't need to keep on sending me these. I'm like, well, I think I do actually. So, hey, hey, calm it down. Let her get a drink of water. I know. I know. I know. I guess I had time that day. Like I said, I really don't get worked up about too much when it comes to other people and how they live their lives, but how they treat their dogs, yeah, that's something I'm caring about. Yeah, it's better than, what's the opposite of passive aggressive? Like, outwardly aggressive. What's the opposite of passive? Forward. Forwardly aggressive. I was a little forwardly aggressive in conversation too. I basically, at the end of it, was like, you're not my kind of people. Like, good luck in life. And then that was an unmatch. I did start to get a little bit rude. That's why I think I felt a little bit guilty that I could have. But you know, and I don't usually match energy. I'm usually pretty good about keeping my peace. But, you know, he was getting more argumentative and louder about it. And I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, well, two can play this game. I can get just as loud as you can. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I know. And I was like sitting there thinking about you and Frankie and friends, because we had just had that conversation. I forget what we were talking about that day. Yeah. Yeah, he was saying, like, you know, black culture, southern culture, with how they treat their dogs. You know, so then, like, I don't want to be a little white privileged girl trying to argue. So it was like a fine line, you know, because is this ethnocentrism right now, or is this, like, valid to challenge this? And I wanted to bring up, you know, speaking of Martin Luther King Day, I wanted to, you know, because then he started saying weird. So I'm like, if we just always allow things to stay like how they were, like, you know, I didn't want to get into civil rights movement, women's suffrage movement, you know, but like somebody had to at some point speak up and say, this is wrong. We can't keep doing things how it's been done. So at what point do you maybe like open your mind to that idea with dog ownership of like, you know what, like, yeah, maybe it was cool to like have a dog and leave it chained up by a doghouse in the backyard 365 days a year. Maybe that was cool back then, but now we know better. Now we know how intellectual these animals are. And we know that they're like, you know, they need companionship and love. So maybe we open our mind to the idea of like doing it different. So, I don't know. But I had to out of sight, out of mind that one, and just, I'm going to pray for that dog. And again, I think it's getting fed, and I did see a mat, but like it's 0 degrees right now. So then he's like, so I'm like, you keep that dog in the garage all day, every year. He's like, well, I have an AC and a heater in there. So then when he showed me his video, dude had a plug-in heater slash AC fan thing. Like it's like one of these, like a stand-up one of these that had a heater feature and an AC feature. And that was what he was calling a heater and an air conditioner in his garage to help hey, quiet, to help manage and keep the dog warm in Midwest winters and cool in the hot Midwest summers. So I kind of called him, I'm like, you are, so he's like, see, and this is the AC heater that I got for the dog, and it wasn't even running. So I'm like, you literally have a jankety fan heater thing that isn't even running right now. And I know. And what made me, and so what also I think validated me too is that he had said that other people had also, he's like, you Midwest people, you all think, you know, that you know what you're doing. I'm like, because he mentioned like either his coworker or a boss or someone had, and I think a neighbor had complained about how he had that dog in there like that, and then I think a couple coworkers gave him crap about it too. But you know, it's everybody else's issue, not his. And so I spit it to him like, you don't think? So you've now had. I'm now probably the 4th or 5th person to confront you about this. You don't think that maybe you should like reevaluate your thought process on this? But then again, you know, like, you know, is it the worst place? He could give it to a home where someone keeps it in a kennel all day long. Right? So, like, I don't know, is the garage an okay thing? At least the dog can, like, run around, stretch out, you know, not have to be sitting in its own, you know, stuff if it happens. What if he gave it to one of his bum coworkers and then the dog was in a kennel 24/7 instead, you know, or locked in a basement with no windows, but it wouldn't be exposed to the elements because it's cold. So before I ended that communication with him, I did say, like, I hope you give that dog some extra blankets and make sure that heater's running because it's going to be in the negatives until Tuesday. Whatever, so. And yeah, and then it's like, well, it's, you know, eating a raw food diet. I did see some bones. They look like bully sticks on the ground, so he's buying it bones. It just, you know, I think it's more than providing for some, you know, having a pet is more than just feeding it, watering it, and giving it bones and treats. to me. And I don't know, maybe it's, who am I to say how a dog should be treated? But I think that I have a pretty good idea. I feel like I have a pretty good idea about how living creatures should be treated. I'm kind of on, on board with the whole idea of empathy and do unto others as you'd want done to you. All living creatures. So, I don't know, that was interesting. But that had me worked up. I was anxious all day yesterday. My stomach hurt from it. Like, my heart is just too big about the animals. And, like, I ruminate and feel bad. And then, yeah. And then I was up late last night. I couldn't sleep. And I wasn't necessarily still thinking about that at that point. But I think just the nerves and the anxiety was just still going. So, I don't know. That was interesting. But I have learned, as I'm getting out in the dating field again, that learning how someone responds, or learning, and I already knew this, right? Like, however someone feels about an animal is a good filtering out system. Right? So it's like, hearing how he treated his dog, I'm like, yeah, no, you're not my kind of people. Hearing, watching people, if I tell them that I have pets and they don't really give a reaction or ask any more about it, I'm like, yeah, not really my person. I went on a date with a guy who I told him I had pet. Oh, cute, what kind? What are their names? It was all interested. I'm like, oh, see, I like you. You're my kind of people. I like you. So it's been interesting social experiment being out in the dating field again, and I have found that the conversation about animals has been a beautiful filtration system to filter out the duds. What are you looking at, honey? Luna, Luna, Luna. That was so weird. What? Oh my gosh. She was really looking at something over here. What is it, honey? That kind of creeped me out for a second. Okay. What, Luna? You're creeping me out a little bit. What? Luna keeps farting too. What? I don't know, Hannah, but it's giving me goosebumps. I don't like it. It's creeping me out. What, honey? Do you have to go outside? Oh my God, I hate when this is like, this is the other worst part about having pets. It's like when they it seems like they see something that I can't see, and that creeps me out. I wonder if she smells something from the other room, or if like the flash on the wall looked weird to her or something. Do you want to go outside? That isn't usually your outside stance. Usually when she wants to go outside, she'll come sit. Oh, I know. I know. It's like they see something that we don't see. There was one time when she was a puppy. I lived in an apartment. I took her outside to go use the bathroom like we usually did. And she would always go out and she'd do her thing, no problem. But this one night we went out and she was so spooked. She would not. And she had her tail between her legs and she wanted to go. She was pulling me back inside. And it was really dark, so I don't know. But I feel like there was something out there that she could see that we couldn't. And we had like homeless population that lived around there. And I don't know, we have coyotes and foxes and maybe a possum or something. But it was so creepy. But there was something there that she did not like and she did not feel safe around. And she pulled me back inside, and then that was like the first and only time she had an accident inside. She was so scared she didn't want to go to the bathroom outside, and so then she came in and pooped right on the floor. She was a puppy. Oh, good girl. That makes me feel better. You got a ball. There you go. You're not worried about nothing. Okay, that makes me feel better. I do too. They know. But then it's like, what was that about? Like, now she's just fine. Like... Did you get a ball? Huh? It's a good ball. It's very good. It's a good ball. Now Zena's gonna want the ball too. Is this making you happy? Luna. I know, just let her have it. Sometimes she'll just be chomping on that ball and I'm just like watching her jaw muscles grow bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, oh, should I be letting you do that? Hi! Does Luna have a tennis ball? Oh! Careful! You look so cute with your tennis ball. Yeah, you do. You look cute. You look cute. Hi, you look cute too. Oh, Cece. I know. She can't help it. I know. Oh, she got it. How'd she get your ball? How'd that happen? It's fast. Cece. Oh. It's too big for your mouth. Did you get it? Can you actually fit it in your mouth? You, yeah. You don't even want it. I feel like it would be too. Like, hi guys, hi. Okay, do you wanna go? Should we go? Wanna go to the park? She really would be. Like, which character would that be? Yeah, for sure, girl. I was just thinking the same thing. All right, sweet dreams. Thanks for hanging with us tonight and for the vent. I always... Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Did you see that? She tried to... Okay, all right. Say goodnight, Hannah. Oh, goodness. We got the Zooms. We got the Zoomies. Oh, jeez. Zena's got Zoomies. Always fun with you. I appreciate you popping in and chatting with us. You have a good rest of your night. Sweet dreams. Stay warm, and we'll see you next time. I think Zena got her second wind. Yeah, did you get your second wind? You better get a drink of water. You got your lamb chop? Luna's ready for bed. Are you ready for bed? Okay. All right. I don't know how you grabbed that, honey. Oh, honey. Hi, Bubba. Should we go make some pizza rolls? Huh? Should we make some pizza rolls? You want pizza rolls? Huh? Yeah. You do? Okay. Hi, Lucy. Jeez. she got all excited. Everybody's so hyped up. Everybody's so hyped up. You guys are crazy. All right, Luna. Say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, everyone.